Guys, this is something extremely special. This is one of the rarest cars I've ever had on the channel. This is a VS GTS, and it might on first glance look not that dissimilar, from a VS Clubby or anything like that, but it is really different. Fantastic condition. It's all original paint. It's got 109,000 Ks. So this car is a lot rarer than a Clubby as well. So there are around 1,500 of those made, but with this one, 375, which is really low and even less in manual. And one of the things that I love about it that's really stands out is these wheels. They are totally standard, and they are the chrome tri-spokes, which again, very, very rare wheel for the time. The standard Clubbies had these wheels and they were not polished, and that's a big deal back in the late 90s. So this example is extremely original. It has had a handful of things done. It's got a true track deck, has been lowered, and has an exhaust. So those three things, they are the Commodore trifecta. I have done those exact things, well, except the diff, on my own cars, and you can't really have a 5-litre without it being noisy. You'll notice that it does have its Hydra-Track branding. That does refer to the differential. According to HSV's marketing, it refers to a speed-sensitive liquid cup. What that actually means, I don't know. But obviously, it was the in thing back in the day. The real highlight of this car, though, ignoring the running gear, is the interior. And you can probably see I'm being squeezed in this seat. And maybe that's trying to tell me something. But these seats are really sporty. I mean, my VS seat is certainly not like this. They are really hugging me. If you're unfamiliar, these are the Devonish seats, and these ones are optioned with leather. So really nice and sporty feel. And if you're into your VR VSs, this one has some extremely rare VR VS stuff. So let's get a list going. The first thing, the leather steering wheel, really rare in VR VS. The HSV dash, obviously rare in VR VS. But the halo items are the dash and the center console surround. So this is a 6-speed manual, as I said before. The actual gear knob itself doesn't have any lettering on it, but it does have the Lion, HSV Lion on the top. The cigarette lighter has the HSV logo on it. And the whole surround around the radio is really different than your standard VR VS. It's just, this car feels really, really special. And I spend a lot of time in a VS. Unfortunately, not one like this, but I do spend a lot of time in a VS. And this feels like a totally different car. This car makes it feel really special. I can imagine back in the day when you're sitting at the Holden dealer, the difference between this and a standard VS is stark. And pretty exciting. The real thing that separates this car from a normal VS Clubby, though, is this and the gearbox. And that is because of two things. First of all, this is not your standard 5-litre. This has been stroked by Harrop to 5.7, 215 kilowatts at the crank. Really, really special car, 5.7 litres. And this one is paired with a Borg-Warner 6-speed manual. Again, 6-speed, not the T5, 6-speed T56. A very, very special, rare car. I mean, again, not even the normal VS Clubby's got this. It was just this and the GTSR. A really, really special combination. But even driving this, it is a little bit strange because it feels like, when shifting gears, it's like a newer SS. But you're in the body of an older car. So yeah, really, really cool, really special. Again, extremely rare. It doesn't look like anything really different from the outside, but trust me, inside it is. Enough talking though, let's take it for a drive. So like I said before, the thing that really makes this car is the box, and I totally understand why the manuals were they're the ones that everyone wanted. It's really different. I have driven a lot of manual Vienna VSs, but this really feels special, and I'm not just saying that because Jerry's sitting next to me, but it's true. It really does feel different, and it's crazy how much the box has changed that. Like anyone that's driven any LS1, it feels like that, but obviously with a Holden 5-litre, although it is 5.7, so a little foreshadowing. But again, really cool, really different and unique experience, especially with that, and you're surrounded by all these luxury HSV parts, the gear knob, the leather steering wheel. Very unique experience, and this car goes really well as well. I'm not doing 0 to 100s, that's not really my thing, but this car is it's not getting 8-second quarter miles, but it's quick. It's quick for the day. I mean, you got to remember these things are from the mid-90s. They've got a bit of age on them. Excellent fuel economy, and as well, as I've just noticed, it's one of only one other VS that I've ever been in where all 3 screens are working perfectly. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and it has been a real treat to come and see this car. This is not just the HSV. This is a piece of Australian motoring history, and you just never see these. And from my age group, a lot of people are really into these cars, but these, but frankly, they're out of reach. So it was really, really cool to try it, and I really thank Jerry for bringing it to me for the days. So if you guys like these kind of cars, or you'd like your car on the channel, please follow along, get in touch, subscribe, like, all that stuff, and thank you for watching.